Hi Gen Next, you're watching Shilpa Shirodkar on Nation Next. Keep watching.
Hello everybody, this is Radhika Dhawad from Nation Next and we have with us Bollywood actor Shilpa Shirodkar. Welcome ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am, my question to you is, in your new shoot on Colors Television, which is Savitridevi Hospital and
College and Hospital.
College and Hospital, your daughter's character Sachi, she's fulfilling her mother's dreams. So are you playing an ambitious mother?
No, I'm not playing an ambitious mother. I'm playing an emotional mother who has is who wants who's fighting for the right things in life, and that doesn't make her ambitious. That just makes her a mother who teaches her child to choose between the right and the wrong, which every mother would like to teach the child.
What do you have to say about Indian parents who are over ambitious and they just want their kids to be successful, and this is the reason they're mounting pressure on them?
Well, I'm a mother, and there's a fine line between being ambitious and being tiger parents. Uh, uh, every parent does dream that their child becomes successful and they do well in life. But I think what is lost in the whole process is they forget that every child is different from the other, and like we were when we were children, we would probably we were always different from the other kids that were there, but every child has its own talent, and I think if parents give them the freedom to choose what they want to do, and give them the opportunity to try things that they would like to do, it the society becomes a much pleasant place.
You have a teenage daughter, so have you
Yes.
taken any inputs from your own life to shape up Jaya's character in your TV show?
No, because honestly, uh, it's not easy to in today's day and age to tell kids what and how they should do. It's as parents, I would only think it's our responsibility to introduce things to them, to teach them, to explain to them, and to correct them when they are wrong. But you cannot tell them how to do it and when to do it because they have a mind of their own, and you have to respect that, because if you don't, then there's a conflict between the parent and the child. So
Okay. So how's Shilpa, the hot Bollywood actress from of the 90s, coping up with the on-screen image of a devoted and a dedicated mother?
I'm loving it because I very strongly believe you cannot take your past to your grave. So you have to live for the moment and you have to enjoy what you're doing. So I'm just loving every bit of it.
Okay. You made a comeback after 13 years on television with your show Ek Muthi Asman. So how much did you miss being in the arc lights?
Honestly, I didn't miss being in the arc lights. I missed being busy.
Okay.
But my I had Anushka after 3 years of being married, and she took away all my pain of not being busy because I was super busy with her, and it was, I think, one of the most beautiful journeys and a well deserved break, I would think.
Okay. You started your career in the late 80s
Yes.
in Bollywood, an era which, according to many actors, lacked professionalism. And today you are in the television industry, which is accused of dumbing down the audience. So, do you have any complaints from your profession?
1 minute, I missed your point. Did you say that when I was working, they lacked professionalism?
Yes.
I don't think so. I think we were extremely professional, and the only what we lacked was the technical knowledge or the facilities that are given today to make a film or a TV show. We worked in very difficult circumstances. There was no time for tantrums, and there was no time for anything. We worked on one project for over 3 years, and we
Okay.
did several projects at one time. So I feel the industry has just evolved to being professional when it comes to the technical
Okay.
part, but professionally I feel the actors from my era, because we've worked in circumstances that were so hard and so tough, um, we'll never forget that time. So even today, I've done 3 TV shows, and with my producers or with my co-actors that I work with, they only have one thing to say, that it's a different ball game working from with the person who comes from the film
Hmm.
background to working to an actor who has done only television.
So, what is different
So
according to you?
I think for me, because I'm obviously much older than a lot of people I work with, for me, I would think it's the time that I have worked, and with the senior actors that I've worked, you always tend to pick up the right things from them. So with all my with due respect to all my actors that I've worked with, when I did my films, and I grew up in the industry,
Yeah.
so I think their dedication to work, their professionalism in terms of timing, their professionalism in terms of adjusting to any given situation,
Okay.
makes me very different from today's
Okay.
actors.
But do you think things have changed for good today?
They have certainly changed for good, in terms of, like I said, technically we have more sound today. We produce films. Like I said, we used to make films in 3 years. Today
Yeah.
films are made in 30 and 40 days.
Yeah.
So there's nothing better than that, because an actor gets that much time to concentrate on one project solely, and then move on to the other. So I think that part is very, very beautiful. We are doing some great work. People's minds have changed in terms of accepting different type of films or television shows and things like that. So I think it's beautiful.
Okay, you say that you're not image conscious. What do you have to think, say about today's generation? Because don't you think actors today have to be a bit more image conscious, considering the prevalent social media and the constant media scrutiny?
Well, we're all grown-up individuals here. When we decide to choose a career, we know what comes along with it. And if for a person that's the right thing, I'm no one to say whether it's right or wrong, because if it suits someone, not necessarily it's going to suit me. So I conduct my life in a very different way. And I wish everyone good luck, and only good things should happen to everyone, always.
Okay, you have a wish list of directors like Karan Johar and Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra. So, do we expect a comeback on the silver screen as well?
Well, I've known Karan's father for the longest. In fact, I was not auditioned, shortlisted for Agnipath
Okay.
before Hum and Khudagawa. So with Yashji, it's a very old relationship that I share. Of course, today everyone's kids are doing well, and it's always an actor's dream to be working with the best. So, as an actor, I would only think if I get to work with not the best is best, but with everyone who's got a good product, I think it'll be only a pleasure.
Okay. Thank you so much for the
Thank
interview,
you.
ma'am. Thank
Thank you.
you.